All right, welcome back to this 30 days of meditation practice experience. Um, as normal, as usual, find yourself a comfortable place and let's get started. All right, so yesterday we talked about how that lesson I learned from my friend Siti Bhutto, the monk under Ajahn Brahm, where he said that the greatest service is stillness. And hopefully I conveyed to you how stillness isn't just this thing for ourselves, but it kind of transforms everyone else around us. Makes things easier, better, and happier. And through that stillness, one can learn to be still themselves. Today, we're going to kind of go along with this track, a little bit of a reflection and, I guess, advice when it comes to practice, when it comes to what it means to live a practicing life. So, as always, find yourself a comfortable and sturdy seated position. And you can, of course, have your eyes closed or open. And let's get started. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and there's no one to become. Allow this moment to be exactly as it is. Leave alone the one that is trying to control, the one that is seeking, the one that is putting in effort. As Punjaji once said, that which arises, let it arise. That which wants to stay, let it stay. And that which wants to go, let it go. As this moment is becoming clear, begin to notice the breath. Noticing this in and out sensation that gently happens all by itself. As the breath comes in, recognize this moment. And as the breath comes out, relax and let go. Leaving thoughts, opinions, ideas, worries, struggles, judgments alone. Remaining with the breath, in and out. Come back. Come back to the breath. In and out. In and out. And maybe I'm interrupting you thinking right now. But instead of returning to the breath here, inquire this: what notices that thought? What exactly gets lost in thought, then returns to the breath? Can it be found in the same way that the breath can be found? What is listening to thoughts? And if you don't understand, good. Remain not knowing. Stay as a don't know mind and completely rest. All right, you can look at the screen. I don't know if you've heard of I don't know if he's a philosopher, he's an author, uh, Sam Harris. He has, I would argue, the best meditation app there is. So this is a bit of a selfless plug because I don't, he didn't pay me to say this, but check out the Waking Up app. It is amazing. It is everything we talk about here and way, way more. So definitely check that out. But he said something that has always been with me for a long time now. And, because there's a lot to worry about in life, you know, there's always something to do, a way to behave, and an outcome that is needed. You have that interview. If you don't do it right, you're not going to get the job. Or if you got that difficult conversation with your sibling and you're worried that something may go wrong there, or you have some place to be and you're worried about saying the wrong thing, this kind of mind that's always checking itself, always checking itself. And But Sam, he says something really true, I think. And he says, in whatever situation that you encounter, you only have to worry about two things. One is to be kind, and the next one is to pay attention. That's it. So you go into a job interview, you're worried you don't remember it. It's okay. Be kind and pay attention. You have that sibling who's coming to you with all their problems, and they think that they're about to get a divorce if they have one more bad conversation with you, and it's all up to you, and you're the one who's going to decide whether or not they get divorced. It's okay. Be kind and pay attention. Because what it is, it's a release from the impossible responsibility of behaving perfectly, of behaving in the right way. And a lot of us even bring this to practice. Am I practicing right? We're perfectionists. But if you only take away all of the noise, the outliers, the stuff that actually doesn't matter, and just hone in on what does matter, then you only need to worry about be kind and pay attention. So as you go out through your day to day, there will be times where things become difficult. There will be times when you're worried about this problem, that problem, whatever. But see if you can just remember, maybe even write it down somewhere. Be kind. Pay attention. If you got to go to work with that person you just don't like and you just cringe every time you have a conversation with them, it's fine. Be kind. And pay attention. And that's it. And what a relief that is, right? We burden ourselves and we don't have to. By saying, I must have this happen. I must behave perfectly. This must go perfectly well. To worry about these two things is an openness to life. It's an openness to what is. And it'll allow you to really live here from a place of compassion and honesty and kindness, of course. As cheesy as that sounds. So let me know how that goes for you in the comments. Let me know if that shift has done anything for you. To just be kind, pay attention, nothing else matters. See if you can do that. And you won't be surprised, it's not as easy as it seems. So, thank you for your time today. And I will see you tomorrow for day 27.